Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I am a little bit late on my August kit video, but I wanted to show really quick so I can hurry up and get these last kits out today. So this is what you're going to be getting. This is how the kit is going to be coming packaged. You're going to be getting it like that, and then it has like a little note that I put and where you could find the video, which is this video right now that I'm recording. And yeah, so here's the kit. Hopefully there's not too much glare. It comes like this, and inside excuse me, inside of the kit you're going to be getting 12 pre-scored strips for your rosettes. So each rosette is going to require 2 of these. I already scored them, and then after I show it, I'll show you how I fold them. So you're going to be getting those. There's going to be 2 different designs. Is this design and then this design. So I didn't have enough of this one because my order was late and it put me behind, so I had to go ahead and just use these. But they both match perfectly and they're cute. And then the back, well, they're double-sided, but we're going to be using the plainer side. And then in there, you're going to be getting this, which has your ruffled ends. Let's see, these right here. So these are going to be the sides to your banner, like this. So you have all 12 of them, so 2 each, two of these per each gold thing, like this. And then you will be getting these here, which are your bases. You have 6 bases, and then you're going to have 6 of the centers already pre-cut, and I sent them with the binder clip. And you will be getting your tool, which I just threw mine over here right now. Your tool, I don't even know if you can see it, but if you take it out singly, it looks like, it doesn't even look like a pretty light blue, but in here you can see it better. So you'll be having this to do your shaker for each of them. So I gave a couple extra. I think I gave like 8 each just in case. And you will be getting your letters, and then you will be getting the circles for the rosettes so they can stay in place, and you don't have to go ahead and make them, just in case you don't have that circle punch. And then you'll be getting this bag, and inside this bag has 2 of these sequin mixes. So you'll be getting 2 of those. Oops. 2 of those. And then your ephemera pack for your banner. Your doilies, you have 6 of those. And then also your bows. You have 6 of those as well. So that's everything you'll be getting in the kit to make the banner. And I'll insert a picture of the banner that we are making. Now let me get to more like the tutorial part. Okay, I rarely do tutorials, so bear with me. We will start with the rosettes. Okay, so like I said, you'll be getting 2 of these. And when you fold them, I want you to fold them opposite. So if you're going to start with pushing this one down and then accordion fold it. See how easy it is and how quick. There you go. So since this one we push down, I want to do this one up and then accordion fold it. So we have 2 going opposite ways. Let me get my circles. Okay, and then after you have done that, you can use any adhesive you like, but I like to use hot glue because it goes quicker. So now that we have these, let's see, I like to go, which way should I go? Yeah, I like to go with this part on top. So like connecting it. And if your rosette strips are a little bit uneven, don't center them. Go actually more to one side. So you see, like I have a tiny bit of a gap right here. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. It's like a little bit, this one's a little bit too big. But you're gonna line it up to one side only. And that's the side that we are gonna be using to show. And then the side that's not even, and the side that's not even will be in the center and nobody will see it. My hot glue gun seems to be lagging today. So while we're waiting for that to get hot, let's see. So I cut these tool squares, I guess, bigger so that way you can overlay it. And let me work on that now while we're waiting for this guy to heat up. Okay, so this is what I do. If you're not doing sewing, this is the way you're gonna do it then, because you can either sew it, but I don't sew. So this is what I do. I layer it, I line it up to make sure that there's edge all the way around. And then I get my ATG gun and go around one. Let's see, hold on, this is at an angle. We'll close that one. We go around 1, 2, and then 3. Only 3 of the edges. Okay. And this is where I just start to pull over the tool and stick it down really good. Do the other side. Make sure your edges are like pretty crisp and clean, because otherwise then you'll be able to see it on the side. So we're going to fold over all 3 edges that we just added glue to the paper. Okay. And then here is where you would add your sequin mix. Let's see. So my sequin mix is different than what you will be receiving in your kit because I ran out of all of that mix. So I just put a bunch of random stuff together of what I had. Oh, that's another thing. Before you start adding your sequins, I would dump it, all the sequins in those 2 bags, dump it in a little container to kind of separate and see how much sequins to add to each banner. Okay, so for me, I don't want a lot because most of it is going to be covered. So like that, I think is good. Okay, and when you're ready and you've already added your sequins, you go ahead and add adhesive to close this part up. And then you're going to fold it down, close. This is not how it's going to be, okay? This is just temporary to keep everything closed and not falling out. Oh, I think our glue gun is hot now because I got it on my gun. Let's see. Hopefully I don't burn myself on camera because I always do. Maybe today will be my lucky day. So, okay. While this is waiting, now let's get back to this. So like I said, we're going to add glue to this little part here. And then we're going to add this right on top. Like I said, line it up to one edge. If you got a little bit of a spill, just wipe it off. As you can see better now, look at this. It's bigger. So now that we've already lined this up, so this is going to be our outer edge because it's all even. So when you line this up, make sure you line this one to the bottom as well. Like that. So your tops, if it's not even, if your tops will be on the top. Okay, and then there's two ways to do this next part. I personally, I have my little non-stick mat and I love it. It's a great investment if you don't have one because you can do so many things with it. So I do it like this. I just pour a whole bunch of glue, center it, and then we're going to push down. And make sure, like I said, your uneven parts are going towards the middle because that's what's going to be covered. This is a little tricky because sometimes it works instantly and then sometimes it doesn't. Kind of want to get it like a volcano. Okay. I don't want it to be completely sealed. Like I want there to be a hole. Maybe about, let's see, a ½ inch hole. Yeah, maybe about a ½ inch gap in the middle. Okay, and we're just gonna hold that down. Just for like, I don't know, I guess it depends how hot your gun is. I always keep mine on super hot because I always mess up and it gives me more time to move things around. Okay, so that one's good, and then we're gonna add hot glue to this one, this circle here. Let me get it without burning myself. And we're gonna add that on top. That one I don't recommend holding down. It gets pretty hot. Ooh, yeah, pretty hot. Okay, so that is done. These don't ever matter. This is the bottom. It's going to be covered. Doesn't matter if it's not center. The same as the top. Doesn't matter. So you guys don't have to be perfect. Okay, now that we have these, now that this rosette is done, we can start working on this. Okay, so this is the piece that's the shaker. Like I said, remember to keep your edges very crisp. Look, you see that will pop out if I don't have it secured down in the back. So we got to go over it and make sure everything is hidden. Push everything back down to the back. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead, add a whole bunch of hot glue, especially to the sides, because that's where we need it to be secure the most to keep all the sequins in place. Okay. And then we're going to get this, get our base, and line it up. And this is where it comes in handy to have it on high temp because it gives you a little bit more time to move things around. Okay. We're gonna do that. Oh, and by the way, this glitter paper is like thebomb.com. I love it so much. This is the only glitter paper I use, and it's from Cricut.com, and I love it. Like, it doesn't shed. It cuts beautiful in the machine and on die cuts. So that's my favorite kind. Okay, so we got that down. You can go ahead and go back and see, oh, if you need more hot glue. Like, look, there's this corner here that could use some hot glue. Oops. And I'll just add it. We want everything to be secure. We don't want it falling off. Okay. Sorry, I went off camera. I was pushing it down. And there you go. There's your cheater method shaker without sewing. Okay, the next thing we are going to do is try and decide how we want things. So for me, this is what I do. I go about halfway looking at this because we don't want to leave sequins in the center. That'll be wasted because it's going to be covered and hot glued everything down. So I just look to see like how much sequins I want on the top, how much I want on the bottom. So when I do that, I just kind of mess with it and start putting stuff to one side and then kind of separating. Be gentle with this if you have nails like me. You can actually catch and rip the tool, but I normally don't have nails. I'm going to be getting them off soon because I can't work like this. Okay, so we've already determined how much is going on the top and how much is going on the bottom. Okay, now what we're going to do is glue down. You know what? I think I'm going to choose a side already. So on my banner, which you will see, you can only see the sequence on one top side and one bottom side because I added the ephemera to the other. So I'm going to do this side and this side. Sorry. I want to do this now so that way it decreases the amount of sequins we waste. As you can tell, you don't really need that much sequins either. Oh well, that one's stuck. It wants to stay there. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and start gluing down the rosette. And I add a good amount of glue. I leave the sides open, okay? So leave the sides open. I'll let you know why in a minute. But leave the sides open. Okay. We have our rosette. And then we have our doily. You can hot glue down the doily, or you can, ooh, it's hot. Or you can use regular adhesive. I know the hot glue does leave like, what is it? Like, you know, like little indentions of the hot glue when it dries. So if you want it flat, go ahead and use a different kind of adhesive to do that. I don't have a letter because I forgot to do one, so I have this heart. So this is where you would add your letter for the create banner. Right now I have a heart. Okay, and then you will be getting your ephemera pack. I forgot to open this ahead of time. Sorry. Okay. And you will be getting 6 of each design. So the blue normally will match, but I didn't have anything left for the blue. Like, I ran out of the blue bows. I ran out of the sequins that had the blue in it. I'm just basically working with what I have left. So for my case, for this one banner, I am going to be getting 4 flowers. Yeah, 4. Sorry, just making sure. Okay. And here's where you can decide where you want them. Put them on the sides we don't have the sequins, and you can kind of line them up. Kind of do what you want with them. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. And this is why I said to leave the ends of the rosette down, so you can be able to kind of shove things in there. And I think I want to do something like that. The only thing I want, I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. I need to get puffy dots. Okay, I'm back. I like to pop things up, so I'm going to be using the foam. And of course, I left my scissors. Okay. So I'm going to be cutting up the foam. I want to puff up only 2 of them. Oops. You guys, these nails don't let me do anything. I don't know how people can work with nails. Maybe because they're used to them. But I'm not used to them. I'm not one of those people. If you guys can work with nails, oh my gosh, more power to you. I can't. So I'm going to be puffing up that one and then this one. You know what? There's an easier way to this. Just by folding it in half. And then peeling off 1 layer. Goodness. Okay. Okay, so I already know how I want those. We're going to go ahead and glue this one down first. I use hot glue for almost about everything. And we're gluing down this one. Okay. And then this one. I added hot glue to the puffy tape. Lift up this rosette. Oops, I forgot to remove this one. I was about to glue it down. That wouldn't have been good. And we will glue this one here. Okay, so we have our first piece done. And then we're going to flip it over. Maybe, I don't know if you should do this. I did this last on mine original one. But if it's too puffy, maybe you want to do this first. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put a line of glue here. And then just tap Gently tap it because we don't want to burn ourselves. Okay. Let me glue the end. And as you will see when you get these strips in, it's really hard to cut the ruffle trim straight because it's ruffled. So you will need to cut the ends off to make it like straight. So leave room. Let's see. So mine, look, as you can see this part right here. I'm gonna just cut that off. And then just trim off that one. And then we're going to do the other side. Let's see. Yep, it's hot. You have to be careful with this part. And this side definitely needs some trimming. Okay, so I think we're done with our first panel. And this is actually the only panel I will be making today because everything else is exactly the same. Except when you do the next panel, this is the way I did it. You did not have to do it the same. You know how I chose this corner and this corner? Well, on the next panel, I chose to put the flowers in this corner and in this corner. So the sequence would be here and here. And then we have our shaker. And then you will also be getting the ribbon. So before you start gluing down all your panels or one by one, make sure you measure out on the ribbon how much to skip so that way all of them fit. And another thing, let me just get some basic ribbon. Hold on. Okay, so let's just say that this ribbon I'm going to show you right now is the ribbon that's actually in your kit, even though it's not the same color. Sorry, I bumped the camera. Okay. Pretend this is your ribbon, and it's really long, okay? I think I did like 45 to 50 inches on each ribbon. So on the top of your ribbon, before you start gluing anything down, you're going to have this. Remember, this is a vertical banner that I'm making. That's the kit. So before you do that, before you start gluing things down, you want to do like a little crease like that. Okay, so we're going to glue here. Oof, it's really hot. Because this is going to be your hanger. So when you hang it up, it will be able to hang. So this is your hanger. And then you will start hanging up or gluing down your pieces, starting from the top, and then measure how much you want to skip and make sure all of them fit. And like I said, my colors are different here because I didn't have all the same stuff anymore. So your bow that you'll be getting will be this really pretty tealish blue color. But mine I only have pink, so we'll be gluing that, and you will be gluing this like on the top, the very top of that gold glitter paper and where the ribbon meet. So this is where it will go, and then you continue down. And then when you get to the very end, you can do like, how did I do it? Let's see. I've never done this before. Can't remember which way it is. I want to say this way. You fold it in half. Oh, don't do it like that, okay? I've never done it like this. I normally just do it regular. Let's see. Okay. So when I want to do like the fishtail banner, I just cut in the center, go up in a triangle, and there you have your fishtail cut. And that will be at the very bottom when you're done and you've already applied all of your panels. So I hope you like this tutorial, and I hope this helps you. If you have any questions, just let me know. Okay, bye.